Hi guys, today I'm back with an empties video. I know I did one recently, but I have so many, I've got an empties bin about yay big full of stuff, so I want to chip away at it because it is just haunting me, and I feel like these videos are helpful to get to know, what I've used up, especially when it comes to hair and body and skincare, things that I don't cover as much as I do makeup because, let's be honest, I finish very little makeup ever, at most a brow gel or a mascara, but I hope that this is helpful for you. I do not have a tutorial for this look, but I will have everything that I'm wearing listed down below. In addition to that, I don't know the order that these videos are going up, but I did just film a Sephora haul with not necessarily a life update, but just kind of like a where my mind is at update during these times, which seems like an understatement. But I still very much continue to use my voice to educate myself, educate others, donate, do what I can, and also just continue to use my voice as a Black woman. And it is very hard sometimes to focus and to do things, but filming videos is something that I truly love to do and love to connect with you, and this is my very own Black owned business, and I want to continue supporting myself, and I hope that or not hope, I thank you for your continued support and patience during this time. So let's go ahead and talk about some garbage. So firstly, let's chat about hair products. This is one of my favorite co-washes. I was gifted it once and then purchased it myself the second time around through Amazon.com, but it's now sold in Canada. This is the Pantene Gold Series Deep Hydrating Co-Wash. So this is Pantene's line for black hair. It is developed by primarily Black scientists, I believe. I actually went to Ohio 2-3 years ago now, what is time, and met one of the lead scientists, and it's a really exciting line. It's a great line. It's affordable. It is sulfate free, low lather, paraben free, and I really enjoy this. I love that it comes in a big old bottle because I use way more than they advise, and I think they have actually updated their packaging to make it look a little bit more modern, but doesn't matter. It is a really great co-wash. I have a video on all of my favorite co-washes that I will link to down below. Then I finished up this Dove Ultra Care Conditioner. This was a milk gel, so they sent me this and I was kind of like, this is not going to be heavy enough for my hair, but I did end up using it as a leave-in conditioner because this is formulated for fine and damaged hair. I also loved that it had a pump, but I used this either straight out of the shower or on second day curls. I would wet my hair a little bit like today, wet my hair, and then add some of this in for a little bit of moisture. Because it is for fine hair, but also damaged hair, I felt like that could be helpful, and it would be a little bit more lightweight than putting in one of my really heavy conditioners on top of like any styling products that I've used. But that being said, I have pretty much only been using leave-in conditioner recently, keeping it very simple with my hair, if not nothing out of the shower, just because I've been wearing my hair big and wild and embracing the frizz and the imperfectness of some of my curls. But yeah, I did like this as a leave-in, but if you do have more fine hair, it could be a great option for you. Another great leave-in that I loved is from this line. They also make another, a really good kind of cleansing conditioner as well. This is from Kerastase, from their Discipline line, which I love that they called their line for curly hair Discipline, because it's like, she be acting up, right? It's like some days you do this routine and your hair comes out looking like flawless, and then you're like, great, I've perfected it. And then you do it again, your hair's like, nah, no, I refuse. So I thought that was a funny, no, I guess it's not really funny, but it's so frustrating. But I thought it was a good name for a line. So this is their complete anti-frizz care leave-in. I like this. I like that it has a spray. This is the kind of thing that I use on second day curls. Primarily leave-ins that have sprays for me are ones that I like to use on second day because they're going to be a little bit lighter, and it also makes it easy just to kind of get in there, but I do like something a little heavier for day one curls. Then I finished up the shampoo. The only reason I finished the shampoo before the conditioner is because Nems was using this as well. This is the Live Clean Super Fruit Waters Quenching Curls Shampoo. Obviously Nems does not have curly hair, but it is kind of a light shampoo and I really like it. Live Clean has nothing bad in it. So SLS free, petroleum free, not tested on animals. They say recycle this, it's vegan, and I thought this was a really nice line. I wouldn't say it's like the deepest conditioning line, but if you have curly hair from like mine to like any of the lighter curls, I think it could be a great option for you, especially if you're looking for something vegan, a little bit cleaner, also very affordable, and smells so good. Then this is a classic product, but this is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie. This has protein, silk protein, and neem oil. This is definitely not for like a lighter curl, I would say. If your curls are any looser than mine, you wouldn't want to go with this. Even for me, I use the tiniest bit of this. I finished this up a while ago. I would say this kind of like smoothie style product is not my favorite for my curls. I think I tend to like a cream or a gel cream. Just because that's what works the best for my curls, but I know that this is like a holy grail for so many people. It is a great option, but like just in the grand scheme of formulations for curly hair, this is not my favorite. I think I prefer their foam over this, but it is really, really good, super hydrating, and like for 13 bucks, this lasted me a lifetime. Like, see what I mean? I've got 3 body butters basically to talk to you about, and I've used these up over the past few months, if not like a year for some of these, because they get like buried down in this bucket and I need to get through it. So this one I definitely finished up a while ago. This is the Moroccan Oil Body Butter in Fleur de Rose. They also have a scrub, which is so nice. These are definitely a bit higher end, but the packaging is gorgeous. The scent is like a really good rose scent. I've come around to rose. I don't know if it's age or that rose scents have gotten better or a combination of the two. But it smells so good. Super, still has like a freshness to it. It's not that like kind of musty powdery rose that we may remember. But in addition to that, this is a super thick body butter. I really love the texture of this. I thought it was great. It left a really nice sheen on the skin but didn't feel like heavy or greasy. Then I really liked this from Kiehl's. This is kind of like a pretty classic product from them called Favorite, if you will, the Creme de Coeur, I believe it is. And this I liked because I'm not sure if it's like, if they say it's unscented, but it has a really light scent. And I feel like this does a really good job hydrating the skin. And I've talked about this before, but I've kind of started to enjoy at night more unscented products because I feel like I'm smothering myself if I put on something too scented at night. So I really liked this, especially for night, and it's kind of the sort of cream that I feel like most people would enjoy. Like, you could have this and your spouse may like it, your kids may like it, or, you know, whoever. It's kind of like not very controversial, you know, in terms of scent, texture, things like that. And then I also finished up, this is the newest one to me, the Caudalie Vino Sculpt Lift and Firm Body Cream. I don't love the scent of this. It's, it kind of reminds me, actually it's almost exactly like a Body Shop cream. I think the French Grape or whatever it was called. It's not a bad scent, but it's just not my favorite. I liked this, but I didn't love it. I felt the texture, I don't know if it's because it's like a lift and firm cream. I felt it was like really thick and kind of hard to distribute over my skin, but didn't feel super hydrating. So like for me, this is probably not even really marketed for me because I'm not looking to lift or firm really at the moment. Like, obviously I'd like that, but I, you know, in a body cream, I'm just looking for moisture, and it didn't give me as much moisture as I wanted. So I thought it was nice, but for me, I would choose their skincare over the body stuff from what I've tried. Finished up this multi-purpose solution for contact lenses. I don't know if this is interesting to you, but this is the one that I've been using for a few years now. It's the Bausch & Lomb BioTrue. I've told this story before, but I got contact lenses in 2013 or 2014, a couple years after I got glasses, and I was using, I believe, Bausch & Lomb, but like their classic one that you can get in like a 2-pack at Costco, and out of nowhere, when I would wear my contact lenses, it would leave this red line around where my lenses are, and the circle would not leave my eye for like 24 hours. And I went to my optometrist and they were talking about like the benzoyl peroxide solution, which scared the crap out of me because I'm like, if you make one wrong move with that sucker, that seems bad, and I'm irresponsible. So anyways, I decided just to first switch up my solution and see what happened, and I switched over to BioTrue, and I haven't had an issue with it since. So you can purchase Shoppers, Walmart. Sometimes I'll throw it in with my clearly.ca order. That's where I get my contact lenses from the majority of the time. But yeah, just in case you're looking for a solution, I really enjoy that one. If you saw in a recent vlog, or probably a month ago now, who knows, time means nothing, I did a bit of a mask declutter, and there was a couple that were coming to the end that I finished up. So this is from Vichy. This is their mineral mask. I believe this is like a leave-on mask or an overnight mask. Really nice and hydrating if you have sensitive skin. I believe like even if you have like rosacea or eczema, I think it could feel really good on the skin. Even acne. I know like right now I've got some cystic breakouts, and you don't always want something super harsh on your skin. You don't want to be like creating that friction, and like, you know, when you have this freaking acne, it's like, even if you can't see it, you can feel it. It's painful. Sometimes like it has like its own freaking like pulse and heartbeat, like calm down. So something like this can feel really, really good and cooling on the skin, but it doesn't feel heavy or greasy. And Vichy is great because I think it's going to be a little bit more suited to sensitive skin. Another option that I really love for hydrating, now this, not that this wouldn't be good for sensitive skin, but I feel like Vichy might be a little bit better in terms of that, but this was the first hydrating mask that I ever tried and really love. It is the British Rose Fresh Plumping Mask. Again, has a delicious scent. Oh, it brings me back, because this I just kind of had sitting in a drawer for a long time. It's been years since I've used this one. I have another one now, but it reminds me of like a couple years ago and like gets me excited thinking about like I was using this around the time I think I quit my job for YouTube. It just brings me back. Scent is such a strong, it just really gets you. But this, I don't think you can leave this on overnight, but it's just really hydrating, really light, has a great scent. It has almost this jammy texture in a good way, and I really love it. I think the Body Shop makes incredible masks, and they go on sale quite often too. And then this is something I finished up a while back. I've now been using the Olay Retinol at night, but I did love this. It was the Olay Regenerist fragrance-free whip, and I can't remember if this is the one that has SPF in there. I do really like this whips line, completely empty, but I liked that it was fragrance-free. It has niacinamide in there, and they do have one that has SPF 25, I think, which isn't the highest SPF, but it's a pretty good option from the drugstore in combination with the moisturizer. So if you haven't looked at the Olay whips, they've got a bunch of different textures with and without SPF. Some are better for oilier skin, drier skin, and yeah, I think they're really good. Oh, another hydrating mask that I used up from Burts Bees. I really love this. This is one of the biocellulose gel masks, which I tend to prefer these over sheet masks. I feel like they're a little bit hydrating. It depends on the brand, but this one is really nice. Burt's Bees makes really, really good skincare. This feels soothing, it feels hydrating, and best of all, I can like move around when I'm using it. I hate that feeling of like a sheet mask where you're just like, you know, Dwight, when he like takes the face off of that mannequin and puts the mannequin face on his face, and you feel like that, you're just walking around like this. From The Office, if you're wondering what that reference is, but this has rose, algae extract, and it is 99.4% natural origin and helps reduce the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. Just a really nice hydrating mask, even if you have oily skin. Another great thing if you have oily skin or any dark spots, acne scarring that you're working on, this is the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10%. I believe they have a 5%. You may want to start on the 5 depending on how good you are with acids, but I thought that that was a great product and super affordable. And then something that I have been using for years and really love, they just updated the packaging, which is exciting because this looks a little old school, but this is the Paulas Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Salicylic Acid. I use this every single morning for the most part. It is fragrance-free, no animal testing, no added dyes. It's an exfoliant, but also supposed to be good for more sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin in terms of like acids and things like that, but it's got the salicylic acid, but it also has green tea extract in there, which is going to be a little bit hydrating and soothing on the skin. And I feel like this is the product from Paulas Choice that everybody talks about making such a great difference. And for me, I purchased Paulas Choice from their website, never had issues with shipping. It's not high-end prices, but it's also not drugstore. It's kind of somewhere in between, and I think their products are actually very, very good. And that is everything from me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you have finished up anything lately. And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!